Hello, everyone, and welcome to Random Number Generation, the GDQ Hotfix show about randomizers and the communities behind them. I'm Skybills, your host, and this is episode 119, Pokémon Crystal Cinco Bingo with T-Pat. T-Pat, how are you doing? Welcome.
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me, Sky. I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for pulling me away from my Nintendo Switch 2 to do something a little bit different for today. And you said this is episode 119, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember which Pokedex number that is off the top of my head, but
I can look it up.
Surely looks that up. I will quick set the settings here. I think I got.
Seeking. That's a good one.
Oh, nice.
It is summertime. Yeah.
we certainly could see a Seeking here in this bingo. So I'm just making sure that all of my settings are looking correct here. No, we are not going to do... Let's do guaranteed catch. Let's make things a little easier on us here. I think those are the only two settings I had to change. So this might be a little bit more scuffed than normal because, like I said, I've been doing a lot of Switch 2 stuff with all the Pokemon speedrunnings and a little Mario Kart on the side. But we're going to have a lot of fun because that's just what, the randomizers are for. Nothing too serious. Sometimes you just need to... just play a little Crystal because it is an absolute blast of a game. So without any further ado, let's get into this. And then, of course, we'll explain more of the bingo card and what to expect strategy-wise and just see where our random discussion takes us. So if everybody's ready, we are going to start in 3, 2, 1, go!
Yo, good luck. Right. Have fun, T-Pat.
Thank you. The first thing I need to figure out is what time to set the time. And that is something I scanned the bingo card for beforehand to let me figure that out. Because if I went in blind, I might have picked this a little incorrectly. But we're going to hopefully break all the rules. Oh, I didn't give myself the bike. I guess we're walking today.
So do we have a little bit of time, actually? Because, again, we'd love to interact with the chat here on RNG. We'd love to interact with the chat. And someone had already brought this up. I heard Switch 2 Electric Boogaloo will cut times with Sword and Shield. We were just talking about this before the stream started. Do you want to talk about that for a sec, T-Pat?
Oh, my goodness. I absolutely will. The Switch 2 has made already, leaps and bounds and strides when it comes to the speedrunning. Is Meryl on the card? Is Parasect on the card? Is Centred on the card? I feel like I should be looking at the Pokemon I need to acquire here. Azumarill is on the card. So let's grab the Meryl here.
Aw, what a cutie. We get a little water mouse.
Cutie.
Yeah. I love the water mouse.
I feel like I've given you a bit of time back by not giving myself the bike, but it's okay. This will feel a little bit like some classic Crystal. There have been some speed choice settings that have been all quality of life. Giving myself the bike has been a good one, but I decided to apparently not do that one today. I got a Slowpoke tail. What kind of moves do you have, Meryl? Thunderbolt looks pretty good to me. That might bail us out of some tough situations in the early game. Anyways, again, when it comes to these bingos, knowing which Pokemon to kind of look for all the time is very important. But I will definitely answer your question about the Switch 2. It is so anybody that has been following me for years knows that I play all the all of the newer Pokemon games. Let's Go, Sword Shield, BDSP, Legends Arceus, and Scarlet and Violet. All those games are now faster. Outright, they're just faster, and not by any small margin either. Let's actually pick up this berry because I'm gonna need that for this. First of all, so you asked about Sword Shield, right?
Yeah. So again, chat, feel free if you have any questions for myself, T-Pat, especially pertaining to Pokemon, let us know. But yeah, chat was asking about how Switch 2 is going to impact Pokemon speedrunning. And I said, that's funny because you and I were just talking about that in the pre-show.
Yeah. So Sword Shield, along with, say, Let's Go and BDSP, gets a nice little bump from just the Switch 2 hardware. Quite simply, every single menu loads faster. And I mean every single menu, every single warp, every single loading zone of Sword and Shield loads faster now. And that added up over the course of what is a 4-hour run can actually result in several minutes worth of time save. So when did the Switch 2 came out? Thursday? It's been what, 5 days since the Switch 2 came out? Sword and Shield's world record is now 6 minutes faster already. The world record is 6 minutes faster already. The Switch 2 has been out for 5 days.
So let me ask you this. How optimized would you say, now again, when I think of optimized, I think of SMB1 is like the famous one that comes to mind, right?
Yeah.
How optimized up until the Switch 2's release would you say realistically that these speedruns were?
Ooh, that's a great question.
It's not a knock on anyone. It's not a knock on anyone. I'm talking about in terms of discoveries, in terms of strategy. It's let's take a game like Sword and Shield, for instance. How optimized do you feel like it was up till this point?
So funny enough, I wouldn't say it was even the most optimized because there are two competing strategies for the top spot. For a long time, the fastest way to play Sword and Shield, Sword specifically, was to run Sobble and just run it through Inteleon and just go from there. However, there is this very consistent route called Candy Floss. Candy Floss is an in-game traded Cottony that you can get in Hulberry, which is the second Gemstown, which evolves into a Whimsicott. And Whimsicott is very good because it's a grass fairy type, and fairy types in Sword and Shield just absolutely wreck so much. And all stone evolutions get access to all of their, basically their entire moveset at level 1. And the move relearner is free in Sword and Shield. So you take advantage of that and just have an absolute monster of a Whimsicott immediately in the second gym, just when you're about to fight the water gym too. So it's really, really nice. So the Candy Floss route is more consistent, and because I think it got optimized even further, earlier this year, by I think it was a Japanese runner that actually found some discoveries or rerouted it, and that became the world record before Switch 2 came out. And now Switch 2 came out and the two routes are still being competed pretty heavily. So it's kind of a matter of comfort, or do you think one has a high end over another? And that's just Sword and Shield. Would you like to hear about Scarlet and Violet?
After you had talked about Sword and Shield, so Scarlet and Violet, again, there's so many Pokemon games. I believe Scarlet and Violet was out after Sword and Shield. Now, that being said, I would expect that to be a little less optimized, but I'm ready for any answer you're about to give me, right?
So I think in terms of optimization, there's only a little bit more wiggle room in terms of more just the experience route. Flamigo is definitely the top Pokemon, and it's not even close. Sorry, Hawlucha lovers. But so the Switch 2 has Scarlet and Violet has a dedicated Switch 2 version. It's a free upgrade. Oh my goodness. If you've never seen what this looks like, it's unreal. I kid you not, it's unreal. Scarlet and Violet's a brand new game. It runs at 60 FPS and it doesn't lag.
Wow.
You heard right. Scarlet and Violet does not lag.
I remember that was a thing when it first came out. On the Switch 1, I remember it was a little bit laggy, and people were, oh yeah, a little bit. I know we're going to get this on YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. It was laggy when it came out. But that's cool, though, that it no longer lags.
It just doesn't lag anymore. And the world record in Scarlet and Violet's already 30 minutes faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
That's pretty mind-blowing. Wow.
I haven't gotten around to Scarlet and Violet myself yet. I've been doing Let's Go because Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee are also about 5-ish minutes faster. And that's just from better loading and less lag. Even Let's Go, which no one would notoriously say that was a laggy game, it still had its spots. but there's just no frame drops anymore from any of like the Switch 1 games. So if you're a speedrunner of any Switch 1 game, and this isn't just Pokemon, you should really check out like what the Switch 2 has to offer, like your game or your run, because it could be pretty significant. Oh, hello. Hey, remember Sky, remember last time? Remember the last time I did RNG with you and I found a Mewtwo?
Yes.
He's back.
Yes.
Hey, buddy.
Real quickly here, we were talking about YouTube. Also, hey, anyone watching on YouTube, catch up on past Hotfix shows, special events, and GDQ marathons over on youtube.com/GamesDoneQuick. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications to stay up to date with GDQ. Yes, that also includes if you want to actually me in the comments, that's fine. I can take it, you know. We have a question from the chat, by the way. What is your advice for anyone who wants to get into Pokemon speedrunning? Now, T-Pat, relatively speaking, I would say, now for me, you've been on the scene for a while, but now keep in mind, I've been in speedrunning since 2013. So what were your first steps in speedrunning?
Oh my goodness. So I started speedrunning in 2020, so it's been 5 years. Wow. That feels like impressive to me. Yeah, I got into it just by, first of all, I was just like watching streamers, and in fact, this was kind of the first thing that I did was like Cinco bingos, because it was accessible enough, and like find that community, you know? Oh, dude, Roar is actually goated because I was gonna get confused from the outrage. No, stop roaring me!
T-Pat, what did you do to the seed? Why are there birds and Mewtwo and all this on the first route? What did you do?
It has detect. Wait, Zapdos has detect. I have to write this down.
T-Pat, what'd you do to the seed?
I don't know. There's a Mewtwo, but do you see what move the Mewtwo has?
Yeah.
While you were doing that announcement, I was like,
but I know it has Psychic, but like
it's a Psychic Mewtwo.
I mean, first we have the Moltres, then we have the Mewtwo. Now we're seeing as after. But what have you done to this seed so far?
Twisted Spoon.
Wow.
Give it to the Mewtwo. Oh, unfortunately, those items only boost by. Oh, dude, Espeon's actually good too.
Evolution.
I'm gonna scope this out just in case. It can't be better than Psychic Mewtwo, but I mean, if it has Thunderbolt Ice Beam, maybe it is.
But it's so precious, though.
It is. I do love me.
Espeon's so cute.
Cool.
Oh.
That is in fact a moveset.
No.
Do I have a rock type move on this card?
Let's see. I'll look for you real quick.
So.
I'm gonna scan it real quick. And again, shout outs to can we all give some love to our behind the scenes crew, primarily Richard. Richard, thank you so much again for making that bingo card visible to everyone so everyone can see what T-Pat is working on. Thank you so much again to Richard for all of your lovely behind the scenes work. We love you.
Actually, that's a good point. Before I go into like getting into Pokemon speedrunning, we should probably take a look at this card, because this is how we're going to complete the game. So first of all, the category is Cinco Bingo. Cinco means 5. Bingo means line. So we're going to try to get 5 bingos on this card. One of the first things I like to do is literally just yell out all the Pokemon I'm looking for. It helps me kind of remember what I'm looking for. So we have Nidoking, Nidoqueen. Their pre-evolutions are very good to look for too. Sunflora, Executor, same story with Sunkern and Execute would be a great find. Trade Pokemon, I believe there's Bellsprout, Dragonair, Krabby, and there's one other. I want to say Abra? I want to say, I think it's Abra or Machop, and I can't remember. I got paralyzed. Machoke, Graveler, Haunter. Haunter would be good because a Ghost-type Pokemon is also on this card. Ivysaur, Bayleaf, or their evolutions. Onyx Scyther, Mankey, Meowth. That's that hit really fast.
That hit just a wee bit hard. Just a little bit.
I'm just gonna go back to the center.
And you all in chat thought Mewtwo was an easy win. Come on now.
Listen, I got paralyzed on the last fight, so I was slower, wasn't working at full health. I wanted to scope it out. Dodrio is actually a surprisingly good Pokemon.
It is.
Also, Mankey Meowth, Azumarill Quagsire, and a Ghost-type Pokemon. So if we see any of those guys and I don't like shout it out, I want chat to remind me. Like, I'm giving you full permission to backseat. So don't take that lightly.
You took the lid off of Pandora's box.
If I forget to mark something, be like, mark that, mark that, mark that.
Chad wanted to know, did you give it the spoon? Did you give Mewtwo the spoon?
I did not give the spoon. It is only 10%, so it usually doesn't make a huge difference. As you see, like, without the spoon, I just one-shot Faulkner because I was faster and I'm a Psychic Mewtwo. Ta-da! I did it!
So, in Bingo...
There's a lot better like held items. Like Leftovers is probably the best held item, along with King's Rock, which can give you that extra flinch chance and such and such. But yeah, so what you're seeing on the card right now is I also have little stars. The stars are to help me identify which goals I can actually complete right now, or like which goals are completable at my current stage. For example, I have Azumarill Quagsire listed because I have the Marill and I can evolve that. It goes, and I think it evolves at level 20. So I can get Azumarill that way. But I don't have the other Pokemon marked yet because I just haven't seen them. Thus, I don't have access to know where to find them at all in the world. So we'll find as we go, but usually like the fight goals and like the item pickup goals are more static. It's just a matter of like how far out of the way am I willing to go and get these.
So I noticed the badges aren't mixed up, T-Pat. So this isn't like an item randomizer per se.
Yes, that is correct. So this is definitely not the most random version of Crystal that you absolutely can have. I like to think of it in tiers as Dragon Fang and evolution item.
I don't think so. I think that's a boost item.
I'm trying to think if the Dragon Fang is a trade evolution item for
Kingdra
and the Kingdra.
Let me see.
I'll let you confirm that. Oh!
Hey, G-Pat, there it is.
Hey, I got a Azumarill.
There it is. Oh, Dragon Scale. T-Pat, Dragon Scale.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Dragon Scale. That's hilarious, though, with the Azumarill. There it is.
Well, there we go. We got the Azumarill free.
This is a marathon-friendly round. I mean, this wasn't vetted. This was not vetted, this one.
To that point, it's almost impossible. So, like, while my game's seed isn't as randomized as, say, a Key Item Randomizer, Full Item Randomizer, or even, like, Map Randomizer, it's the Bingo card that adds that next layer of randomization. It's the goals that I have to complete is the random portion. Mainly the Pokemon on the card is what makes this maybe particularly difficult. Because I don't know if I'm ever going to see these Pokemon. Typically, we want to see them on a trainer. And then when we have our Pokedex, we can look up where they are located in the world.
Can you believe, T-Pat? Chat is already waiting for the other shoe to drop. Everybody's like, the gist is like, when is this getting harder? Y'all, my show's cursed. The other shoe's going to drop at some point.
Yeah, there will, all of a sudden something will go astray. That scope lens ain't too bad. That's one of the better held items for sure.
Yeah.
But anyways, if you want to get into Pokemon speedrunning, there is if you go to speedrun.com, you can usually find the Discord link for our community Discords. Pokemon's a big enough a community that we have our own community split into sections, mainly based on like the like there's a Switch speedrunning Discord, so all the Switch games are in one server. All the 3DS games are on one server, etc. I don't need the twisted. That will sell, and I don't need to keep the Slowpoke tail because that's worth a lot of money. I'm just gonna scan. Sometimes Slowpoke tail's a goal. I want to make sure I don't accidentally sell it. We'll grab some more repels and just a couple super potions to get us going here.
Question from the chat: are you going to look up Zapdos to find your detect?
Yes, but I'll do it in bulk. Like once I have enough Pokemon that I feel like I could almost like complete my 5 bingos, I'll do a big swoop in the decks where I look up a bunch of things at once. Because if you think about it, if I look up all the Pokemon one at a time, I'll have to menu more often, which will be a little bit slower than usual. I'll just do it in bulk. Typically, my process is, first of all, get Fly. Oh, hey, that's something I'll need to know. A Sunflora. Sunflora. I'm keeping notes, obviously.
Nice.
The Quagsire. Everybody, admire and acquire.
Aw. But you don't need that one, though.
How's it going, buddy?
Aw. You don't need a Quagsire, though, right? That's an ore. That is indeed an ore.
Yes, a Azumarill or Quagsire. So if I didn't have a Azumarill, I might have looked up Quagsire info, but I already have that goal completed. The bee! He's back.
So folks were also talking about starting speedrunning, getting involved in the communities. Even just y'all being in the chat here helps out. We do have a Discord for Hotfix. So if you want to get more involved with the GDQ community, we have an official Games Done Quick Discord. Add the Hotfix role to stay in the loop with upcoming events, chat with staff, and more. Use !Discord in Twitch chat for an invite and more info. So that's another way you can do that is just by chatting it up here during our Hotfix events, joining the Discord, and kind of staying in the know on events and stuff. There's tournaments. There's some folks are looking to just meet up and do randomizers, archipelagos. I mean, T-Pat, didn't you first become involved with speedrunning through randomizers?
Yes, that is how I started out myself. I saw a Ghastly, so that's a ghost type Pokemon. I can complete that. If you're gonna learn anything about me, it's that I am gonna be scatterbrained all the time when I do these. It takes like 110% of my brain power. But yeah, I started with randomizers, and then I just stayed involved in the community. I asked where to begin, what would be a good speedrun to get into. Funny enough, it was my friend Josh, who goes by the 4th Gen Gamer. He had recommended I give Omega Ruby a try for a vanilla speedrun. So I got a 3DS, I got a capture card in it, and I fell in love with it, and I did that for almost a year, and I thought to myself, I'm only going to play Omega Ruby because that's the one game I'm going to be good at. And eventually I got a little bit exhausted of just grinding one game for months and months. So turns out the Switch and having access to a capture card, not something that has to be custom made, but just an Elgato capture card or an Avermedia capture card was pretty affordable and just easy to use with my PC. And that was it. It was great to have something so accessible, to have a community so friendly and just willing to help out at the drop of a hat. And I wanted to always make sure that I brought that same energy too. I can definitely tell you that people like Etiquette and Etchy and gosh, I'm gonna forget so many people like Jordan and JT and even Randall, everybody in our community, we all kind of work together. We all bounce strategies around to help each other out. Amber, Greta, May, I'll shout everybody out in this community if you give me the bandwidth to do it, because they've all been so incredible in resources. I would especially say Etiquette was probably the one guy that I couldn't believe I could just DM him and be like, can I have your Sword and Shield notes? I need to understand a fight or something. And for sure like drop of a hat, absolutely was willing to help. And if anybody wants to like hit me up or DM me and ask about like literally anything with the Switch Pokemon games, I'm so willing to help. I'll share my notes as well because I want to continue to pass that along and pass it forward. I definitely specialize in, I would say Let's Go is probably my like my signature speedrun, but boy oh boy have I been playing a lot of Legends Arceus recently. Gosh, I love that game so much.
So in terms of like for Arceus, you speedrun that one as well?
Gengar for Ghost Pokemon. Actually, I've been doing a lot of Legends Arceus Catch-em-all. Do you know how many Pokemon are in that game, Sky?
A lot.
Yeah. 240.
A lot less than I thought there would be.
I have an Ether, right? Yeah.
I mean,
that's a Steelix, and I didn't like that. Ow.
That was a rhetorical question, right? Pokemon Legends Arceus is unkind to T-Pat. Oh, really?
Oh, really? I didn't notice.
I like stories. I love stories.
So in Legends Arceus Catch-em-all, are you familiar with the space-time distortions?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are unique Pokemon that can only be captured within the space-time distortions. The most notable of them are the fossil Pokemon Shieldon and Cranidos. They can only spawn in the Cornet Highlands distortion. There are only 3 total rare spawns. So imagine flipping 3 coins, if you will. Heads for Cranidos, tails for Shieldon. What do you think the chances that I get both of them in 3 coin flips? Yeah, you didn't all. Yeah, Chad, you didn't think there was going to be math today? We're playing Pokemon. There's definitely math.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, Pokemon's loaded with numbers.
Yeah, so if you think about it, there's a 1 in 8 chance to flip 3 tails, but there's also a 1 in 8 chance to flip 3 heads. So there's literally a 25% chance that you don't get both fossils, which means you have not caught them all. So then you have to farm yet another space-time distortion.
Actually, what am I saying, the 1 in 3? T-Pat, I speedrun a game with the 1 in 3 or whatever. Mario 3, I have to deal with the hand stuff.
Another spoon!
It's a spoon! And not just any spoon.
Listen, if it were 2 spoons, then it was definitely the Alakazam spoons.
Also from the people who brought you fork. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
So I've been doing a lot of Legends Arceus recently, and it's fun. I love that game a lot. The space-time distortions is a thing because sometimes you can get trolled by the Pokemon on the inside, or just the length of them spawning, because the distortions spawn in 5, 10, 15, 25, or 40-minute intervals. Guess which ones are good and guess which ones are bad in a speedrun.
The one that costs the least amount of time.
Yeah.
I mean, that one's good, right? The thing that makes you go the fastest.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, T-Pat, someone posted your Quagsire emote with a spoon next to it. That's so cute.
I love my Quagsire.
That's so cute. All I can imagine is Quagsire eating like a big old bowl of cereal now.
Or ice cream.
Yes.
I know for a fact that Tech loves ice cream.
I do know.
Egg.
Richard loves ice cream.
Every time Richard's visited, the first thing he asks is, "We're going to ice cream, right?" Yeah, sure.
Do you have a good ice cream spot like near you?
Yeah, there's a great gelato spot in Spokane. Are any of these good? So there's a free move tutor in this, but he didn't look all that impressive, unfortunately.
I do not like fire spin.
You know what I should do?
Every time.
Get the bicycle.
Every single time, T-Pat, that fire spin comes up, my chat tries to convince me fire spin's good. And every time I have to tell them it's not a good move.
chat thinks Fire Spin's a good move?
My chat, I don't know if they're trying to troll me or what, but they try to convince me
Chat's definitely trying to gaslight you.
Yeah.
Do not listen.
Fire
Spin bad.
Well, I'm on a run right now where I'm having to deal with none of my moves right now. I have 3 badges. I'm at level like 60 something on my run for Fire Red. I don't have a single 100 accuracy move, and I am the saddest person ever on this run. It's so bad. I don't know the run's still
I picked up a gold berry. I don't have to do the
gold berry.
contest. Oh, thank God. Don't sell that.
All right. That saves some time. We like that.
Hey, chat, remember, backseat, please. This is on you now. Okay, let's figure out what these TMs are. Stronger if the user's HP is low. That's reversal. Makes a decoy with 1/4 user's max HP. That's substitute. Ensures the next attack will hit. That's lock on. That's always headbutt. That's always sweet scent. Lock on is not the... Yeah, lock on's not. Okay.
And then the other Pokemon mishap I had last night, I had to...
Another egg? Another egg?
Okay.
Is it on the card? Another egg? On the card? Another egg?
Ghost
type! It's on the card! Let's go!
Wait, it is on my card! I had to put 2 and 2 together for a second. I'm like, wait, Mischievous is a ghost type.
Okay, so I will also tell you, not only is Mischievous on the card, Mischievous is on the card twice.
Wait, hang on, let me see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's not a level 30 plus, right? It came out egg.
Nope.
All right, hang
egg,
on.
so it's level 5.
I'm reading. I mean, it's a ghost. But I'm trying to see what else this is. Is it a unique typing?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So this is one for chat because and you can play along too, Sky. This is such a fun, unique goal. This is the only one that I wanted to intentionally have on this card. So we are now going to play a guessing game.
Okay.
We're going to guess. So that is 4 Pokemon that I need to acquire that have a unique dex typing. This only counts for this game, i.e. Gen 2. So that means there's no fairy type. And that means it doesn't share a same type with like a later generation or something. I'm also going to check its moveset just in case there's anything
Wasn't
crazy.
that like in, I think this was Gen 1 only. Isn't Tangela? I don't know, people. I blame Pokemon Stadium for my pronunciation, so sorry in advance, y'all. I do speed runs and challenge runs at Pokemon Stadium, so this is where that comes from. But it's the only unique grass type, though, in Gen 1. I don't know if that's the same thing here. I'm sure there's unique grass. It is not,
because there is Blossom.
Oh, Blossom. That's
Blossom
right.
also is pure grass. So Mischievous is the only pure ghost type in all of Gen 1 and Gen 2. Mm-hmm. Now, Gengar is ghost poison, but so is Ghastly and so is Haunter, so it's not unique. Mm-hmm. So remember, even its like evolution family counts in this. So that's why Houndour and Houndoom are both fire dark. So they are not a unique dex typing, but there is no other pure ghost type.
Isn't Sunkern pure grass, by the way? Someone in chat was saying. Okay.
And Sunflora would be as well.
Yep. Okay.
So your goal, chat, is to discover all of the unique Pokemon that I am allowed to catch. Yeah. Let's see if they can figure it out.
Okay.
Penny is a Pidgey.
And don't worry, chat. I'm giving you credit if I figure something out, but it's because I'm reading chat. Don't worry. I got you.
I forget how many total Pokemon there are. I think there's 17?
17 total? Okay.
I think it's 17. I have my secret list to the side here.
I think I have a couple figured out already, but I don't want to take chat's thunder. Like, this is their time 17, to shine.
18. There's 18.
Does a dual typing count as long as it's unique? That's a good question.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Most of these would be dual types. So it's actually kind of funny that Mischievous, being a monotype ghost, is actually one of the Pokemon that counts as that. I need to teach Headbutt. That's the whole reason why I picked it up in the first place. Because as much as I love Outrage, it's actually not that good of a move. So, sure. What else do I have? These...
I don't think T-Pat has to get all the unique typings. I think it said 4 there. If I'm reading
so I need to
right.
get 4 of those 18 Pokemon.
Right. 4 of them.
For the bingo goal to count.
Right. That makes sense.
In fact, I should write that down in my notes I'm keeping here that I have.
Anybody got nightmares of fighting Whitney's Miltank? Oh, look at the Eevee.
Yeah, still a normal type. What kind of randomizer?
I know, right? Oh, that's another cute. Stop beating up these cute Pokemon.
I know, it's not my fault.
They're so cute.
Yeah, so like Chinchou is not because Lantern exists and they're both water lightning. Well, water electric. Sorry, TCG brain. No, I made the mistake. I called it lightning.
Nah, I understand.
I'm so washed.
I get the TCG thing. I get that. In Pokemon Stadium 2 Rental Rando, Whitney's Miltank is a nightmare for me because what does that Miltank have? It has like Earthquake, Stomp, Rollout, and I'm trying to remember what the 4th move was. But like that Miltank is terrible to have when you have to.
Radio card. I don't. We'll just keep going. Yeah, Whitney's. So it's funny that everyone's just like, "Oh no, Whitney's Miltank," but it's the secret is that it was never the Miltank. It was the Clefairy that had Metronome.
I'm gonna start reading off some of chat's guesses here, T-Pat. That way you can.
I'll make sure I have the list up so I can give you correct answers.
So we have Kingdra as the first one, Dragon Water.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Zapdos. Is there another flying electric?
Yeah, Zapdos is also on that list.
This is the Gen 2 though, right? Gen
2, correct.
Gen 2. Okay, just to let people know.
So if that typing exists in a later gen, it doesn't count because it's not in this game.
Okay, someone said a Skarmory Steel flying.
Yes, Steel. It is the only Steel flying because Corviknight doesn't exist yet.
Gotcha. Steelix.
Steelix is also correct. Only Steel ground type Pokemon.
Okay. Can't be Articuno. Yeah, because Delibird. Yep, that's correct.
Articuno and Delibird share.
Yeah, and then Moltres, Ho-Oh, and Charizard also all the same there. Someone asked, is Dragonite one?
Yep.
Flying Dragon.
Turns out there's not very many Dragon Pokemon in this game. It is literally only the Dragonite line and Kingdra. So that makes Dragonite and Kingdra unique, but not Dratini and Dragonair because they're both mono dragons. And that's it for dragons. And that's why Misdreavus falls under that path as well, because Misdreavus is one of only 4 ghost type Pokemon total. I need to catch this. That's my path to Ivysaur.
We also have Tyranitar.
Yup, only rock. Rock Dark is why that succeeds.
We have Sneasel as well. That's Ice Dark.
Yeah, Dark Ice. What a great typing.
And then Umbreon as well.
Umbreon's the only mono Dark type, turns out.
So I guess that means then that Murkrow is the only, in this gen, Dark Flyman. That would be mine.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, a lot of the Dark types, because there's just not that many.
Someone guessed Gyarados in chat. Water flying,
no, because Mantine exists.
Mantine and what else? Pelipper? No, it's I don't know. That's Gen 3, isn't
That'll be Gen 3.
Okay.
God, I can't wait till I have Surf. This is gonna be so much better.
See, I've been playing Ironmon too much, and that includes Gen 3.
I just picked up the item finder here.
Yeah, but
See, isn't this such a fun game?
Yeah. Chat's getting into it.
Let me see what we've missed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's still 7 more.
7 more, chat. Can you figure it out?
7 more.
Someone said Girafarig.
Yes.
Psychic normal. Yep, there you go. Yep, and we already have Misdreavus because that's what started all this off. That's correct.
Yeah.
Someone said Poliwrath. That's Chuck's signature.
Is water fighting.
Water fighting. Yep.
Meowth is on the card. Oh, we're doing so good. Have I seen a Machoke? I mean, I guess I could get Haunter, maybe. Meep.
Grass flying, no, because Jumpluff is also grass flying.
Yes. Yeah. So, like, if it's the same evolution line, that still counts.
It's the same reason why Houndour and Houndoom don't count, because they're both each other as well.
Yep. Like, it has to be completely unique. It's its only dex entry that has that typing out of the 251 in this game.
It's also why Paras and Parasect also don't count. Fortress, Steel Bug.
I actually don't think... No, it's not, because Scizor
is Steel
Bug.
Dang, that was...
Fortress always feels like it should, but it's not.
Yeah, it always should, but it doesn't, yeah. Smoochum does not because Jinx.
Because Jinx.
Yep. Aerodactyl?
Aerodactyl is,
rock flying?
Yes.
Yep.
Definitely. Oh, I didn't teach Surf. That's okay. I'll get it in the next menu. Hidden Power. You know what? Are we going to play Guess the Hidden Power on my Mewtwo? Here, let's do it on this Onix. It was not very effective. Ooh.
What about Gligar?
Yeah, Gligar is the only ground flying.
And then someone
in
said
this game.
Shuckle?
Shuckle's only Bug Rock. Man, you're all getting this. You are all
this
very
is
good
chat.
at this.
This is chat. I can't take credit. We already said Skarmory, but yes, that does count. Yep, Skarmory. We covered that one, but yes, that is one of them.
I just saw an Onix.
Where was Mewtwo found on the first route?
One of them, anyways. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, one of them.
Listen. I think the Entei's a Dawn fan, and you can tell by the cries of the roamers. Oh, I should know this. I'm so bad at this game, though. That's the game I'm really bad at, is know the...
Somebody said Macargo.
Yeah, Macargo's the only rock fire in this game. Isn't that strange?
Someone said Tangela, no, because of Blossom and because of Sunkern Sunflare.
You're all so close now. I see one.
Someone said, how does he have Mewtwo? Because this is a randomizer.
Yup. Because this is RNG, duh.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's a whole show.
This is the whole point of the game.
This is a whole show based on randomizers. This is the 119th episode, if you can believe that.
Okay, chat, you're doing so good. There's only 2 left. Hey, Macargo, we just talked about here.
Does Celebi count?
Oh, dude, this Hidden Power did like no damage. It has to be like quad resisted. What was that?
Does Celebi count?
It's not, but it must share. I'm trying to think of what it shares with.
What is that, Grass Psychic?
Yeah, it's Grass Psychic.
Trying to not like use any kind of guides. I'm like trying to like think about this. Oh, Executor.
Yeah, you're so right.
Executor is so good in Gen 1. I use Executor a lot in skating.
I love Alolan Executor.
Yeah, Dragon Executor.
Don't at me.
No, I get you.
I don't have any more heals. I should buy some more super potions at some point.
We had Super Mario 64. On the last episode, we did Bazzer. You can go back on YouTube and watch that one. And also, too, if you want to keep track of our upcoming schedules, not just for my show, because remember, this GDQ Hotfix, this is our content between events that we have here. Remember that, curious about what's coming up on Hotfix, check out this week's schedule and explore our full season lineup at gdq.gg/Hotfix. So again, we have a full lineup of shows here. This is just one of them. This is Random Number Generation. We are here every other Tuesday here. We are one of the longest running shows here on GDQ Hotfix. And we've had a lot of wild things here happen on RNG over the course of...
you didn't know you all were playing a game of Think Fast on your RNG show.
Yeah. Hey, I love Think Fast. Think Fast is great. Another great Hotfix show.
Yeah, Sparkle does such a great job on that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Corsola.
Water Rock, no, because Kabuto Kabutops and Ammonite Amistar are also Water Rock.
And someone had said Starmie. I'm pretty sure Starmie isn't because of Lugia, I think. Isn't Lugia also like water psychic?
No, Lugia's flying psychic.
So would Starmie be one?
Starmie shares with Slowbro.
Slowbro, so King. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quofish.
Don't get me wrong, those are very good Pokemon. Starmie is the GOAT in Let's Go. It's the ace. I was gonna repel on that tile.
Someone said,
and I was not punished because this is a trade Pokemon. I'm doing so good.
Someone said Quofish.
Water poison is not. It's water poison, right?
Yeah.
No, it's poison. I know it's not. I'm trying. Oh, and I got hit by the optional.
Cool. And then we also have Heracross as well, bug fighting.
Heracross is correct. So you're down to the last one.
Right. And then someone said Lugia, but I think we already mentioned Lugia earlier.
Yeah, it's flying psychic, which shares
Zatu. Yeah.
Yes. I didn't remember how to pass him because I need this.
So yes, Heracross is one of them, though.
Yup, Heracross is one of them. So there's one more. Would you like a hint, or are you doing so good that you don't need a hint?
I don't want to speak for chat here. It's up to them.
Okay, yeah. So if chat wants a hint, I would be happy to supply a hint for this last one. If you're just joining us, we're looking for here, I'll highlight it, this goal, the red one. Pokemon with a unique Dex typing out of Gen 2. So a Pokemon like Umbreon is the only pure Dark type in this whole game.
Nope, not Mantine. Right. That was a guess earlier, though.
I need to make sure not sell that. I don't really have all that much money, do I? These TMs are not good. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Someone had said Cloister, no, because of Dugong and Lapras. Yeah, those are also ice water.
Well, hold on to that. Let's see here. Do I need to? I want to see if I need to climb the tower here. I don't think so. So I'll just take the center. So honestly, I have this whole card filled out. Like, I can do most everything, except for maybe like Machoke, Graveler, Haunter. This is like such an odd position to be in, because like I can literally do everything on the card, which is not normal. I did not get strength. I'm glad I checked.
Are there any other poison bugs other than Beedrill?
Well, that whole line.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, Weedle, Kakuna. That's why I always teach strength there, so you don't get to Signwood and then not have strength and be like, oh.
We already said Steelix, we already said Gligar. Jirachi is not in Gen 2. Jirachi's not in Gen 2.
Yeah, they'll keep chat busy. They won't notice all the mistakes I'm making now. I'm so glad to be here. Did I mention that, Scott?
Yeah.
I'm having a blast.
Oh,
I know everything I've been talking about has probably been not very cohesive.
Oh, that's okay.
It's just been back and forth between I'm playing this game, I'm talking about Switch games, the Switch 2 is amazing, I'm bad at Mario Kart, I'm having fun here, Sky is the GOAT, etc., etc. Can I put this Pokemon in my party?
Tangela is a no because of Blossom Sun Current. Articuno is also a no. Kingdra was already said. Sneasel was already said. Tyranitar was already said.
What a moveset.
Can we repeat the question for those who are late? Pokemon with unique typings in Gen 2. like typings that weren't repeated.
So this red goal is, so if I catch 4 of those Pokemon that we've all mentioned, that will count as the goal.
Polyrath was already said. Jinx does not count because Smoochum's also Ice Psychic. What was?
I am getting, so you probably noticed while you're thinking about this is that I haven't really gotten a whole lot of my bingo goals because really the key is I need to get access to fly. So I'm just kind of going through the game, vanilla in normal order because this is not a key item or full item randomizer. The only thing that's really randomized are the Pokemon, the movesets, and the TMs. Most everything else is actually pretty vanilla.
Aerodactyl was already
and it's just the bingo goal that is what's most important here.
Sudo Voodoo, that's just pure rock, right?
Yes, that is correct. And the last unique deck, so my hit was going to be it's a monotype.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go.
But yeah, you got them all, chat. Congrats.
Woo! That was not easy. Good job, everyone.
Yeah. That is all the Pokemon I'm looking for. And now you can all help me acquire these. Yeah, actually, looking at this bingo card, it's actually I'm like, what's the phrase? Like I'm drowning in my possibilities here. Like, there's so much I could do, and I have no idea what's optimal. Usually when I do these bingo goals, I get fly, I see what Pokemon are available, and I usually only end up on a path where I can even do 5 or 6 bingos. Here I can do almost all of them, which is 12, save for column 2 and row 2 is like the only ones that I can't accomplish, and TLBR. So I can do 9 of the, that was not correct move. I can do 9 of the 12 available bingos or lines. It is looking likely that row 5 should be on that list. And I'm not as apt on say racing this category, though there are definitely meta strategies between going for a specific Pokemon is faster than say fighting 7 trainers, but that's only if you get to those Pokemon. So actually, let's actually do that now. So now that I've acquired Fly, this is always like a great moment for me to actually look up where these Pokemon are. So you're gonna see me start taking a lot of notes. Here's the Nidoran female. This one's not very good. It's Whirl and Mortar. The Nidorino, hopefully better. Tin Tower, 43 isn't bad. And Mount Silver I can't get to. And the Onix is right here. Onix is on the card. That's Dark Cave. That's one of 2 sides. We saw Meowth. That's actually pretty good. Route 39 is a really good spot. That's also Tin Tower and Mortar. I can look up the Sunflora. Meep, meep. That's what it sounds like to me. Don't make fun of me.
No, you're good. There's no judgment here.
Okay. And the Zapdos we determined had Detect, but it has to have it at a low level. That's not really good. So that might, because I saw that Zapdos at level 2 or level 4. Mm-hmm. So if it's at a higher level, it might have unlearned Detect. I have to be careful about that. I remember seeing, I have Bulbasaur in my party, so I don't have to catch anything else. Okay, let's look up all those Pokemon that we just figured out. I should have probably wrote these down in the first place. I saw Steelix, right?
I believe so.
So all the things that we had just mentioned about the unique Pokemon, yeah, let's write those down. So Steelix is in that's 30. I can never tell if that's Ilex Forest or 34. That's always a weird one to me. That's National Park, 44, and Blackthorn.
Someone had asked, do the nests work on randomizer? What do you mean by nests exactly?
If it's like nest ball, there's a setting that we set that the catch rate's 100%, so we don't have to worry. That's one of the random things we have taken out of this. Have I seen Giraffe Steelix? I just looked up. Skarmory? I saw that in my warm-up seed. I don't know if I can actually do this one, so I'm gonna actually unstar that. I'm worried about that one. And this gives me a bit more of a solid path. Looks like 6 badges is gonna be pretty solidly on my path here. So, okay. So I have a plan, or I'm gonna formulate a plan pretty soon here.
Oh.
First of all, we're gonna have a flying Meryl. I hope you all enjoy that. Look at it go! I love the little Jigglypuff sprite. It's just fly.
I do not know if I want to know how you fly on a Meryl.
It's a balloon.
Isn't that more like Jigglypuff?
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Hey, experience share. I actually need one of those. That just saves me a trip. Okay, quick prediction, everybody. And actually, we could do this. We could take a break and have a prediction at the same time. Is the shiny going to be from Gen 1 or Gen 2?
Ooh.
That would be a good prediction. We could actually take our break because we are almost at the hour mark, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no.
Early.
Of course.
So let me pick up a few more items, a TM, and then save immediately in front of the red Gyarados, which is an automatic shiny.
Sure.
And we could do a prediction whether it's going to be a Gen 1 or Generation 2 Pokemon.
That sounds good. As T-Pat is doing this.
These TMs have been so good.
No, they've not been good. I do want to remind you all to, first of all, thank you to everyone supporting our GDQ Hotfix with your shows, with your subs. Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits. Your contributions help keep our shows running. If you're enjoying the stream, consider subscribing for exclusive emotes, ad for viewing, and access to chat during replays. You can also support the stream by sharing the Games Done Quick channel with your friends. So again, thank you so much for your support, and there are many ways to support here at GDQ Hotfix, so I hope everyone's been having a good time.
You can pause at any point. I think this would be a great time to take our break and let the suspense of our first shiny Pokemon sink in, so feel free to pause the timer at any time here.
All right. Thank you so much again, Richard. We appreciate that. And everyone, be sure to stay hydrated, stretch. I'll be right back with Random Number Generation. Welcome back to Random Number Generation. I'm here with T-Pat, and this is Pokemon Cinco Bingo. And I hope everyone got their predictions in for this shiny Gen 1 or Gen 2. T-Pat, did you put a prediction in? If so, what have you picked?
I actually forgot to put my prediction in. I guess I'll take the odds. I'll go Gen 1. It's a 60% chance. And I do deal with percentages being a meteorologist all the time, but that does mean there's a 40% chance that it's the other thing. We love probability, don't we?
Oh, we sure do. Although a lot of people didn't like the thought of math earlier. So feel free to count us back in, and let's see what this Pokemon is for the memes.
All right, and some of you, if you listen closely, you might hear what it is before you see it. So in 3, 2, 1, go. It is a... You know what? It's one of our unique dex typings. It is a Murkrow. There you go. The 40 percenters win.
Hey.
Gen 2.
And again, it helps that with your bingo. So we like that. You know, T-Pat, the uniques, we have the 2 eggs and now the Murkrow. Can you believe that this has all furthered your bingo card so far? You gotta like that.
And also it's a level 30.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's a level 30. Because of that, I'm not going to pull one of those. Look at me, I caught the shiny. Now I release the shiny.
Please don't. No, that would make me sad.
I actually can't do that because I would not have a level 30 Pokemon anymore. So it is actually better for me to not do that. Nice double input me. We're gonna try that fly menu again. Okay, let's get our 6th gym badge, because, yes, I'll do it. Yep, so it's the only dark flying type, so that is my 2nd unique Pokemon. In the break, I did, not some recon, but I kind of came up with a loose path. I narrowed it down to 6 bingo goals that I want to go for. Funny enough, that's not on my path, because I only have 2 of 4 unique Pokemon right now, and I actually don't think I've seen a Machoke Growler Haunter, so that Row 2 Call 2 feels a little bit weaker in terms of how to most quickly complete, I should say. Sky, have you ever wondered where the rain percentages come from?
Yeah. I see a lot of numbers on the forecast and they don't make any sense to me. So I'm going to say yes.
Yeah. So it's definitely one of the most frequently asked questions is what does 30% chance of rain mean? Is it the confidence or is it the area? And the answer is both multiplied together.
Oh.
Yeah. As I'm actually gonna go grab the. Where'd you go? Oh, the Bulbasaur's in my party. Okay, sweet. Yeah. I need that because I'm gonna start evolving that by doing some fights. Yeah. So say there's a 80% chance confidence over 50% of the area. That's what would be a 40% chance for rain. It's more complicated than it should be. So that is why I, as a meteorologist, actually don't enjoy just spitting out those numbers. I don't say 20% chance rain, 30% chance, 50%. I feel like context-wise, that doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Or people don't contextualize what that is. I usually only do that if it's a comparative index, 80% chance of rain today, 20% tomorrow. Well, now you're going to be well, then it's way more likely to rain today than tomorrow. And that's what I would be driving at. Instead, I've actually come up with this phrase from being kind of in this gamer space. We've all dealt with RNG before, right?
Yeah.
Right, Sky?
Oh, yes.
You would probably go to say as you might be an expert in, random number generation.
Yes, just a little bit.
Well, this is more random, weather generation. When I say there's scattered showers and thunderstorms, I really mean RNG showers and storms. If I said there was an RNG storm chance, would you be oh, that means it could happen or it couldn't happen, but it might happen in a different area? It's just I wish I could say oh, we're gonna have some RNG showers on the news.
Well, yeah, isn't it possible for the clouds to hang on to rain or not to hang on to rain? So there's potential, but that doesn't mean it's actually going to rain.
Yeah, that would be the confidence portion of the forecast.
Yeah.
So what I've actually been doing recently is I've been saying, yeah, we're going to get some random showers today. Instead of saying RNG, I just drop the NG and just say random. And I've actually been using that terminology in my weathercast recently. I think it's been working. I think that represents a good, what people can really expect.
Has anyone ever given you a hard time about it?
No, I wouldn't say so. That, or it's just they might think they're giving me a hard time over it, but then they understand that they don't understand it very well as they're trying to heckle me, and it's just yeah, save it for the experts.
Yeah, I get that. I can only imagine what you go through on a daily basis with how unpredictable the weather is. For folks who do not know, T-Pat is a meteorologist, has been a meteorologist for as long as I've been out of grad school, which is over 10 years at this point, and is dang impressive with it. T-Pat also did some of the videos for our Disaster Relief Done Quick last year. I really enjoyed that segment.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
I'm literally was so honored to have a chance to do that and provide some interstitial content, because obviously when it comes to like hurricanes and tornadoes, and in my area in the Northwest, we deal with wildfires. Like, it's obviously like super, super important to me that like people are in the know, that people are prepared, that like, you know, you're not freaking out when, you know, there's bad weather. It's just like, hey, maybe the meteorologist will tell you to that it's like, oh, it's not like heading towards you, you know, you can relax, you're in the all clear. Or on the other side to be like, no, this is actually serious and like you should pay attention to this.
Sure.
And I do use that kind of tone when it comes to even like tornado warnings, which I haven't had to forecast for specifically in a while being in the Northwest.
Yeah.
But like, you can't be panicked because people rely on you to not be panicked. So instead it's like, hey, if you're in XYZ area, like get to your safe place, get to your shelter, just like chill for a while, let the storm pass, and then things will be okay. But like, you have to have that kind of tone. That's like calming and reassuring, but also like serious enough.
Sure.
I will say I'm not a dad, but I've probably have only had to use my dad voice like once in my career. And that was covering an EF3 tornado. And it was like, get kind of serious. Like, like no screwing around time, anybody. Like, y'all have to like get down.
No, we were the same way. I mean, I live in one of the areas that was heavily affected by Helene, you know, in the mountains where no one thought a hurricane would be. I mean, who would think to have a hurricane preparation kit in the mountains, right? You know, they say that was like a once in a lifetime thing, but I mean, we even had a few, not quite on the scale of when we got hit by Helene, but we started to get a few heavy rainfalls, and a lot of us around here were thinking, oh my gosh, like not again. So it was like one of those things where we really, really, really needed to think about, like, do we need to be prepared again should something like this happen?
It's so like I deal with a lot of mountain forecasting in my area, and the key there is that you get what's called upslope flow. So basically, if you have like, imagine a cloud and it's moving towards a mountain. Well, it can't go through the mountain, it has to go up and over the mountains. As the cloud and the air rises, it gets cooler and condenses more, and thus is more likely to actually squeeze out its rainfall and water. And that's what Helene did, is that it maximized the amount of water that fell specifically for, you know, mountain upslope flow areas. And that was well forecasted for. And I know that a lot of my colleagues were really trying to drive home the point that like, that's like, that was very important. Like, that was going to be a key issue of that particular storm. I don't think too many more of these as I continue to think of what I need here.
Also, we had another question from the chat. Did you really hook up the Switch 2 to the huge monitors inside your weather station at the studio?
Yes. I did not. It's actually a little bit more difficult than you think it would be. Because so I bought my Switch 2 not as a pre-order on release day. I just went to my Target and thankfully they had some. And I just did that on my work break. And I need to get Kenya back here. And I need to give it some mail because I just realized I've got Route 31 TM. It's actually like more difficult than just hooking the HDMI. Mailbox. There we go. Attachment. I've never done this backwards. This is very weird. Usually you detach the mail so you can actually use the box menu. I forgot that I had to hand this in. So yeah, it's like our TV monitors are a little bit more than just hook up the HDMI. It would have to like go through our like router and our like production booth, and I'm like, that takes a little bit more effort than I thought it was going to. So I ended up not doing that, but it was a funny thought.
Oh, I bet.
Though my producer did say it would be great for like an April Fool's Day to come out to weather, and I'm just playing the Switch 2 standing in front of the wall with like Mario Kart going on in the background. You're like just controller in hand. I don't know why I was simulating a controller in hand. I'm literally holding a controller in my hand right now. and then just be like, oh, hey, it's time for weather, not games. And then they would fade it over to like weather instead. Do I have enough berries to make this work? I have to go get this berry tree that's in front of this girl. I'm going for the Route 39 TM. Trade evolution item. Oh, I know where that is. By the way, I have a bingo.
Yeah.
Hey, we did it. We have a bingo. Woo!
Chat called that one out. So in Cinco bingo, I assume, like you said, 5 bingos is what you would, the standard would be for this.
But we're not done. That would be way too underestimate.
Yeah.
Imagine being too much underestimate. I can't let you all off the hook that easy.
No. So also, T-Cat, are you going to be going to SGDQ? And if so, what are you going to be doing there? What are your plans?
Yes, I am going to be at SGDQ. How do I do this again? I think I have to talk to you and be like, give him some berries. I have to heal the Miltank. So at SGDQ, for those that don't know, I'm actually on the staff. I'm part of the interstitial production team. So I'll be helping with, all the content that happens in between the runs. And we have an amazing interstitial team. So that's working very closely with the likes of like Adef, Fu, Spike, Bobby, Jadelyn, and who am I forgetting?
I mean, I technically work there too, but I'm in a different department.
Yeah, this is going to bug me. Somebody's going to be like, why are you forgetting me? And I'm like, I'm like looking at my next bingo goals here.
You're good.
Mellow.
Yes.
Mellow. Got it. Yeah, we got there.
You did it.
I would have literally felt so bad. You have no idea, to be like, you're forgetting somebody. And I'm like, this is really bad. It's like forgetting somebody's name. And it'd be like, no, I don't want to be known as the guy that like can't remember anybody's name. Oh, I should make space in my party to get the Game Corner Pokemon. By the way, we do not go gambling. We just buy the coins. And yeah, we've been doing some planning there. So you'll find me on the interstitial side of things. I'll just be there, just like hanging out. I've been doing a lot of board game room stuff the last couple of years because that's been so fun.
Yeah, what do you like about it the most?
I love playing board games, but I don't have like anybody like here in Spokane that wants to play board games or has like that much of like an access to it. So it's like really cool to think that like there's a cool space to, try something new or get like a big group of friends and play like I know in some years past, Secret Hitler has been extremely popular.
Yeah, I don't know if that one is played as much as it used to, but I remember a time where it was very popular for sure.
Yeah, a lot of the Pokemon speedrunners, I think this was like 2 years ago, would just play, I kid you not, like 8-hour sessions.
I would be exhausted of that much social deduction.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It definitely wears me out. I'm really bad at the game. I just remember it was really cool. Okay, so there's the King's Rock. That's definitely a trade evolution. Defeat a Lapras. Am I going for the Yeah, I'm gonna go for this line probably.
I mean, it is random. We're talking about random number generation. It's great. We're professional yappers over here, if you didn't know that.
Oh, especially me as a meteorologist. I can yap about the weather all day.
Speaking of which, too, a few things on behalf of GDQ. Speaking of SGDQ, so a couple things here. We do still have prize submissions open for SGDQ 2025. Visit gamesdonequick.com for more information on prize submissions. And then SGDQ ambassadors, get ready for Summer Your Games Done Quick 2025 by checking out our SGDQ ambassadors. All throughout the month of June, support Doctors Without Borders by joining each ambassador's community in the lead up to SGDQ. Use !SGDQ ambassadors to check out the full schedule. And yes, that does include myself. I am honored to be one of the first 15 ambassadors to be raising money for Doctors Without Borders, and it has been a blast so far. So join myself and the other 14 other ambassadors. Again, that is !SGDQ ambassadors. And that's going to be a lot of fun. I will also be at SGDQ representing the ambassadors there as well.
And I know that you and I, we love our card games. We just love different TCGs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. Right after I'm done with this show, I'm going to be, I personally will be dabbling a little bit in the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy set.
Final Fantasy set. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
So I don't play Magic, but this is probably the closest to I've ever played Magic before.
Wait, how do you wait, back the truck up, chat. I need your help too, please. How do you almost play Magic? Please, and then YouTube, leave this in the comments for me too, please. How do you almost play Magic?
Okay. So this is a two-part story. One, when I was really, really young, and when I say really young, I mean like when I was probably like 8, 9, 10. Mm-hmm. My cousins knew how to play and collected the cards, and I always wanted to like learn because I at least had the Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
But they like never. They were like, it's too complicated. You wouldn't understand it. So they like never taught me. Fast forward to like 2 years ago.
Okay.
My engineer at the TV station does play Magic and did teach me how to play. Yeah, he had like 2 or 3 of the decks that were just kind of like, I don't know if cube format is worthy. By the way, I'm acquiring the Sire. I know it's on the card, but I already have the goal. But I cannot not acquire the Sire here. There we go, buddy.
Aww.
All right, you and me. We're gonna find this Meowth together now.
Look at that Quagsire.
Okay.
All right, that Quagsire is very friendship.
Yeah, he did it. He helped me summon Meowth. Let's go. Look at him. We did it.
What a friend.
Together. Yeah.
Woo. That's so cute. There you go. There's your emote, T-Pat, the Quagsire.
Yeah. Oh, I love Quagsire. He's the best.
Well, one of the emotes. I know you have one, and I see a different one in chat too. Aw. There it is. There's the T-Pat pod.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Acquire.
Yeah.
Sire acquired.
Yeah. Oh, we have all kinds of different Quagsire emotes. Look at this. This is cute.
Oh my goodness. I love that we have the representation of Quagsire emotes. You're all making me very happy right now.
What a good friend.
He is a good friend.
Aw. Very, very cute, chat. I love that.
Catch a Pokemon in Lugia's room.
Yeah, we're going beyond the Cinco bingo if you haven't figured it out. We will be having another Hotfix show at the top of the hour, but T-Pad said, we told T-Pad, if you get the Cinco bingo, just keep going. Just keep going.
Okay. I'm gonna try to these last 3 goals.
Yeah.
And see how fast we finish the actual bingo portion. Do I have another escape rope? If not, it's fine. This isn't too far out. I will want to escape rope before I go to Lugia's room. That's a bit of a hike.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy set was released digitally today. And I'll tell y'all, those cards are beautiful looking. I've had a chance to see some of the paper ones too recently. They're so nice. I love the artwork. Hey, if
I'm a big Final Fantasy VII fan specifically.
7.
Like 7 was the game I grew up with because I think it was my 8th birthday. My grandpa gave me a PS1 for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave me 3 games with it.
Okay.
So get this: Final Fantasy VII, Gran Turismo 1, and Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
One of those games is not like the other. One of those games I'm terrified of.
I like Final Fantasy 12. That will forever be my favorite.
Yeah, so 7 is my home there. And I love that game to death. And I really enjoy Remake and Rebirth. I've been asked if I'm ever going to speedrun Remake and Rebirth. The answer is probably not, because I enjoy those games casually.
Yeah.
So when I'm in like a mood to play a casual video game and not speedrun, that's what I fall back to. Mm-hmm. I speedrun Pokemon and I casually play Final Fantasy VII. And I think that's a nice balance for me.
Somebody
All right,
asked,
to Lugia's room. I promise my game's not broken. It's just the lights are off.
Somebody asked, do you have a PS Classic, T-Pat?
I do not have a PS Classic. That would be fun to have. I have played the PS Classic at an arcade bar here locally, which has like, they've done such a great job. Okay, I'm in Lugia's room now.
I mean, it all
in the dark.
It all looks the same to me. But, oh, nice Porygon. It all looks the same to me, so I'll take your word for it. Yeah. It's you have to go down the waterfall. It's actually a really easy movement to get to. Getting back out is the problem, which is why I went out of my way to acquire not just the Sire, but some escape ropes. Oh, were you trying to rhyme there? Because that was great. That was good.
I love acquire the Sire. Onyx is in Dark Cave. This is where it gets tricky because there are two sides to Dark Cave. We'll try this side first. So there's a nice little feature of speed choice where I go and click the Onyx. If we hear a dex beep like that, we know we're on the correct floor. So it is on this side of Dark Cave.
Aw, look at that Pikachu.
Oh, Pikachu. Oh. So let's see here. So the way the encounter slots work in this game, I know to explain that on the last catch is just classic me, is the randomizer will put 7 encounter slots on the ground and 3 in the grass. I cannot tell if the Onyx is in the ground or the grass. So I will quite simply have to just kind of take a guess here. But at least the little Dex beep has been a nice feature addition that happened a couple years ago. Otherwise, I wouldn't even know which floor. There's 2 sides. So it could be on this side or that side, meaning 20 total slots to fish for. And I don't even know if I'm like on the right patch of the ground or the water or the room. So far, I've only seen 3 of the 7 slots. I want to start on the ground just because there's more slots to encounter.
Can I?
And what will happen is once I catch the Onyx, I will have 5 bingos completed. Rows 3, 4, and 5, column 5, and the back left to top right. There's something called the done button that's like inside the bag, and that we use as kind of like the time. So time will come up pretty soon, and since I might be somewhere around like 30 minutes under estimate, not that this is Scarlet and Violet under the Switch 2 or anything, but we'll mess around and try to complete some of these other bingo goals and just have some fun as we kind of wait for the next show. I think this is a good way to put it, is that like the Speed Choice developers have done such a great job in putting quality of life features in here. And I accidentally didn't even start with the bike, which slowed me down. And this is gonna be one of my like fastest bingos I've ever done. So much for vetting the seed or the or the card. Sometimes you just gotta be good or get lucky, you know? That's what it comes down to, right? So this is it's funny that Paris and Mewtwo sound the same.
Yeah, I had that thought because Paris is not a strong Pokemon. No.
It's like Mewtwo, Paris, Parasect all have that.
Yeah. That's your impression of a Parasect?
Is yours any better?
No, not at all. And I'm still recovering from a cold right now, so that would be even worse.
You know. Yeah, me and my professional yapper voice will just go for hours and hours. By the way, the longest I have broadcasted on TV was 6 hours straight. It was all tornado coverage.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How do you yap for that long?
It's not easy, and to have like this quality of voice for that long is also very difficult. If you want to make friends with your local meteorologist, bring them water when they're on TV. Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, Kingdra. That's a unique dex type. I'll take it. That's actually only 3 for me, by the way.
I just saw your angry emote of Paris, and okay, you made a way. You figured out a way to make Paris actually look angry, and I must say to your artist, bravo. That's pretty good.
Actually, that's me.
Wait,
I made that emote.
You drew that?
Oh, it's actually just the Paris sprite, but I drew the little angry like PLA alpha eyes on it because the Parises are so angry in that game. Oh, hey, this is what I need. I almost ran from that.
I always saw Paris as like harmless. Like Paris is not a deadly Pokemon.
Get ready on time.
All right.
If Richard's back there, get ready on time.
Well, I mean, we'll make an informal time, but we're not going to do time until we're done. We'll do like
time.
All right, there you go.
Woo, we did it.
Mid 122. Yeah. There you go.
Nice. 122 is great. Here, I'll go back in the game. We'll do more of these goals. But like, this is literally just all the stats. It tells me how many like steps I walked and surfed. Times I bonked 208. I think what's really cool is it shows you the DVs, not IVs, DVs of the Pokemon that you have caught. This Mewtwo was interesting. 8 specials, 0 speed, 0 attack, or 0 HP, 10 attack. I feel like this is almost shiny. Anyways, so now I can see. So that's the done button. So do you want to see us try to do more of these goals and see how many let's see if we can't black out the card, right?
Well, Chet said pink out. I actually like that.
Pink out. You're right. I did pick the pink card.
I like pink.
Okay.
It's a good color.
I did not defeat the Lapras. I did that in my warm-up game. Okay. So I'll do the goals that I absolutely can get. I'm a little bit worried about some of the other Pokemon goals because you never know like what Pokemon will or will not spawn. It's random. It looked like that Onix was one of the rarer spawns, but that's all good. All right, so let's take a trip to the Lapras. The level 30 Pokemon is going to be interesting because I'm going to have to do a clock reset, which is something that, Sky, you know that I was actually a little worried about coming into today. I didn't want to do a clock reset. I haven't done it in forever. Shout outs to Raph for answering me at the last second and telling me how to do it.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Hey, that's one of our... No, I have to defeat it. No, I have to defeat it.
Why?
Why? Because if I don't defeat it, I've not defeated a Lapras. Because this is the static Lapras spawn.
Oh, no. Wait a second. Question.
But,
can you save scum it?
Well, so this will always be a Heracross. But it has given me Heracross info by seeing it.
Okay.
So I might just have to catch a different one, but that's a static Lapras 10, man.
Oh, is that what I think that is? Is it the Ho-Oh?
Yeah, that's the Ho-Oh Tower. Remember my deck speed will tell me which floor it's on though, so but I have to get there, so there's a few fights in the way.
Oh.
We've seen Sunflora, right? 35, 10, 44. I like 44. I think that's a cool route. Have we seen Machoke, Graveler, Haunter? I know I've seen Ghastly.
I would say Ghastly, might be your best bet there.
Dude, so many things are in Tin Tower.
Is that a problem? Like for reals?
Like, no, it's not. I mean, I could. Here, should I go to Tin Tower? Because if I go to Tin Tower, I can just get everything there. And since there's no water, it's not that is it grass or water. It's on this floor.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do this So let's give Nintendo Power a call.
Oh, dang.
And before you say, huh? Did you know that in your like copy of Gold, Silver, Crystal, if you ever wanted to reset the time, you had to call Nintendo Power.
Oh.
And they would have to deliver a code. So I just got, they've advanced. They have some like, they have text technology now. I'm going to make sure I save so I don't ruin this. Okay, saved. So I'm giving Nintendo Power a call right now. I told them my name, how much money I have, and how do I do this? Reset the clock, yes.
I don't want to think about how expensive that phone call was in the 90s.
It was probably on dial-up too.
Oh, yeah, you went wrong. Ooh.
So now we just want it in the daytime now. Yeah, that'll be good. Let's make it Sunday. Hey, look, it's Sunday now.
Hey, everyone. How would you just like a way to just magically make it Friday or Saturday all the time?
All the time. Just call Nintendo Power, of course.
I guess that would be worth the money to make a call there, wouldn't it? Heck.
There's a better way to do this. I was like, wait a second. I need a level 30 Pokemon. So on Route 45, Pokemon up to level 30 can spawn. Do I have it in my party? I do not. So I'm going to do a repel trick. Are you familiar with that?
I believe so. This does seem familiar to me.
I can repel trick with a level 30. It just so happens I caught a shiny Murkrow that is exactly level 30.
I mean, that's...
So what I have to do is I have to put it in the front of my party. So repels only repel away Pokemon that are lower level than the Pokemon in your lead. And since I have a level not or equal to, so in this encounter under repel, Magikarp, which is funny because it's funny because there was a Gyarados was what I encountered before. Is level 30.
I mean, if you just give it like one word candy, it's a Gyarados.
Here, it sure is. Onyx Meowth, I did. Everything's in Tin Tower. Do I have I seen Machoke? Let's just take a look here. Not Graveler. Nope. Or Haunter. I don't think so. No. So Ghastly is going to be my best bet here. Because I can at least evolve that. What level does Ghastly evolve? Is it 20?
Someone in chat had also said that you had also come across a Graveler at one point, if that's easier.
Geodude.
Oh, not Graveler, sorry, Geodude. Someone in chat said Geodude.
Geodude could work too. What level are they? Well, oh, dude. So my question, and again, you can backseat, is what level do these guys evolve at? Geodude's in Dark, Alph, and 44?
It's 25-ish, sounds right to me. It might be a little bit further up than 25, but it's in that ballpark, I want to say.
These aren't great because neither of these locations might be a reasonably high enough level. So my plan is I'm still going to go to Tin and then just kind of hope that I encounter one of them randomly instead of going for one of their pre-evolutions and being like, oh, I've got to like level it up 10 levels, which is kind of a pain in the butt. Speaking of which, I should go get my experience share. Oh, hey, Bill cutscene.
Oh, everybody's saying 25 in chat. 25
is pretty... I can do that. I can get one level at that level with the experience share. It gets a little bit more difficult above that. Did I steal the experience share? I'm gonna... See, this is where my brain gets scrambled. Okay, I have that on me. That's what I was looking for. Just in case I encounter it, I want to be able to plop the experience share on it, like, right away. Oh, yeah, what, no, get out of my way. These fights can be a little spooky. I'm gonna opt for the scope lens. Oh, and I didn't have the Mewtwo in front either. That would be kind of important. So these 3 Sages fights, they all have 2 Pokemon each at level 32. So they are actually on par with my Mewtwo right now. So these can be a little bit spooky. But if they're Magnemites, they're okay. I've only seen that one Pokemon with detect, and it was the Zapdos. That's the last thing I'm going to try to go for, because I know that will be the most difficult. Yeah. Oh, hey, it's the Mischievous. So again, like, if anybody wants to get into any Pokemon speedrunning, you can always hit me up. Happy to guide anybody through the Sire. Sorry, it's instinctive.
No, you're good.
I see Quagsire, I shout out Quagsire. Yeah, just hit me up. I specialize in all of the Switch games, be it Switch 1 or Switch 2 now. So I've played my fair share of Let's Go, Sword and Shield, BDSP, Legends Arceus, and Scarlet and Violet. And I find them all so much fun. Some more than others, granted. But if you want to get into any of those, please do not hesitate to seek me out and hang out, because I will be more than happy to share my wealth of knowledge and our community's collective wealth of knowledge. Because everybody in Pokemon speedrunning, PSR, is like so cool and so friendly, and we've got a pretty big group too, as you might imagine. Like, we always show out at GDQ, so it's always so fun. Hello, Seal. You know what? We'll just catch the Seal. Why not? Maybe we'll have Protect, Detect, Endure. I could probably also check like the Magikarps and stuff.
Well, yeah. While we have time too, I want to make sure you give you have enough time for any shout outs, if you want to talk about yourself, your channel. This is your time. I want to make sure folks know where to find you and what they can expect from your channel.
Yeah, I know it's so funny, because I'm always the first to be like, follow my friends because they're amazing, and that's where I'm usually hanging out on Twitch. But I definitely will say I've been trying my best to kind of like build up my own channel and build up my own audience. And if you want to be a part of that, I would certainly love to have you around. How do I get through here again? Boink, 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 boink. You can find me at tpat_WX on Twitch. Again, would absolutely love to have anybody and everybody around. We have such like an amazing and caring community, and it's slowly but surely getting bigger, which makes me very, very happy. And like all the people that I had mentioned earlier, like Etiquette and Etchy and Corvame and Greta and New Amber. And again, I almost feel bad, because it's like I'm gonna be forgetting something, and then I will personally feel bad that I forgot to shout somebody out. So if I forgot to shout you out and you're very much a staple in our community, I'm sorry. There's so many of you, and you're all amazing. I have instinctively gone up towards the Ho-Oh. I didn't need to go all the way this high, but I guess I will scope this out. Scizor, not unique, unfortunately. Fortress exists. Okay, who is all in tin? It is, I see Nidorino is in Tin Tower, and Heracross. Nidorino would be kind of the go-to here. I also said Heracross. Oh, the Heracross is on this floor. Okay. So this is what I have to do is I have to listen for that beep. Please be on this floor too. I have to go for the Nidorino first, because I might just wind up into a unique Pokemon. That would be the ideal way to do this. But at least I know a floor. Oh, and they're in adjacent floors. Okay. All right, we're gonna Sweet Scent now, which again takes a little less of my brain power. Hey, first encounter, let's go. Perfect. Hooray. All right, I grab this and then I just have to Moonstone it. Nice and easy. Okay, now we can go for that Heracross on the next floor, and that will be our 4th. Unique Dex type through Gen 2. Not you, Zatu, because you share with Lugia. Hey, there's the Heracross. Perfect.
Heracross looks like it just wants to give a really big hug.
He sure does. Dude, I love, like, was it like the Gen 3 or Gen 4, like, Raichu and Quagsire sprites? They both look like they're going in for a big hug. Sunflora's also in Tin Tower. That's who I'm forgetting. Wait, I thought I saw Sunflora. Have I not seen Sunflora? Oh, there you are. I was just... Okay.
Somebody asked, didn't the Moonstone get sold? I don't know if you can sell a Moonstone.
Okay. So luckily in this version of Crystal, we can buy all the stones.
Oh, nice.
Including Moonstone. Yeah, yes, I probably did accidentally sell it at one point. But we should have enough money to purchase one. It's one of the additions. The Goldenrod department store. It's normal stone floor. Just has all the other stones added. So that way you're not locked out like I did here. Otherwise, the only way to acquire the Moonstone would be go to Kanto, and we're obviously not doing that. These bingo goals have been curated to basically be acquirable in the first hour and a half of gameplay anyways. So typically we only need to get Fly and maybe one more gym badge if it is a goal on the card. But going to Kanto is too far out of the way. This is a good example of one of the, I guess you would call it a make your own goal or end game. Which floor are you on? Am I lost? I've not had to do this backwards. It must be one of the lower floors. I'm going to take the easy way out here and just escape rope out and come back in. About how much more time do I have? Again, I don't want to be stepping on anyone else's toes on today's hotfix. Oh, it is on the first floor.
About 10 to 20 minutes. Cool. is
10 to 20, okay.
Yeah.
We might get there. Again, I haven't seen Machoke Graveler Haunter. But who knows? Maybe I will just randomly encounter one since I took the time to come to Tin Tower. Hey, there's our Sunflora. Nice park ball effect. I forgot that's glitched.
T-Pat, also, too, I did want to say thank you so much again for being here, too. It's always a joy to have you on. I'm always learning something new about Pokemon. You know, I've done so many seeds of Kaizo Ironmon, and I'm still learning stuff from you.
It's my honor. It really is. and like I said, this is part of my profession is to kind of be like part educator and just, be that professional yapper that I am. But it is honestly like so much fun to be able to showcase what I know. There is no room in box 1. Gotcha. I need to get this Nidorino that I just caught. Actually, I want this in a different spot. Actually, it'd be a good time for me to just check all the moves of our Pokemon and see if we got Protect, Detect, Endure on all those things that we caught. Zap Cannon. Belly Drum Heracross. That's not terrifying.
Oh, yeah. Definitely not.
Morning Sun, Toxic Kingdra, Explosion Porygon.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, Protect, Detect, Endure. You exist, I'm sure.
Dang that.
Oh, we got it. It's on the Ivysaur. Let's go.
Nice.
Found it. So now we just need to get the Machoke Graveler Haunter. Okay.
Did you see the flamethrower on the Entei?
I sure did. I traded for it.
What the heck?
Did you see that?
No, I saw the trade.
That was the Dragonair trade.
But what's up with the Mewtwo with Psychic and now the Entei with flamethrower?
Yeah, what kind of randomizer is this?
I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And I do want to remind you all, too, as soon as we are done with this show, we do have Game Masters coming up, and this is going to be a pretty exciting show that Kiara has set up. You all definitely will not want to miss it. It's going to be right after this Dose Bingo. Thank you, Richard, for changing the title of that. I love that. Thank you.
I will try my best. So the strategy with this last Pokemon, because again, I don't have access to those 3 specifically, but I do have Geodude and Ghastly. They both evolve at level 25. So I'm going to try to get them as close as possible and then do fights with the experience share attached. And hopefully that gets me that one last level. But first things first, we're going to find the Pokemon. I'm going to go to the highest level area, which is just level. So I'm going to go for the Geodude, looks like.
All right. Sounds good.
We're gonna start with the water and see if it isn't just like the. I go to Tin Tower to find a Sunflora, and you're just chilling in the water.
I mean, come on, who didn't see that? Again, we had to have something cursed happen here, T-Pat. You're lucky that's all that happened.
Yeah, I'm lucky that I'm just trying to overperform my bingo card here. So looks like 21. So again, 3 slots in the water. If it's the 10%, I would prefer to just see other encounter slots, because who knows if I just happen to just randomly get the thing I'm looking for instead of like the pre-evolution. It's just trying to optimize. Just give myself one extra chance. Hi, Meryl. I have a Meryl and an Azumarill.
Round.
He's so round. I mean, aren't round friends the best?
You want to know what one of the best round friends are? Not in this game, though. Spiel. I love Spiel. It's such a round friend.
Spiel's in Legends Arceus, and it's like the sweetest, funniest Pokemon ever because it rolls.
Yeah. Such a round friend.
Kangaskhan, where are you in my Let's Go runs? It's a 1% rock tunnel, which I got 2 of yesterday in an any percent run. So it was funny to go for. It wasn't optimal to go for, though. The last marathon run I did, I was just at RPG Limit Break.
Yeah.
And I got to do Let's Go Diploma with Joker. So that would be somebody I definitely want to shout out. Joker Sleeps.
Oh, yeah.
This is perfect, level 26. Joker and I had an amazing run at RPG Limit Break. Diploma is such a fun run. It's a catch-em-all, but it's a 2-player co-op catch-em-all. So the 2 of us got our Let's Go Diplomas in less than 5 hours. We both had 150 Pokemon in our Pokedexes. Let's go.
Very nice.
How cool is that?
Oh, T-Pat, look at the round friends in chat. Look at the emotes.
So many round friends.
They're so cute.
Okay, so this is good news. The Geodude's at level 26. experience share, and let's go fight the high level trainers.
I love Spiel emotes. They're so cute.
Spiel. Another one of my friends, a shout out, Halkery. Halkery has slots that are all Spiel emotes.
Oh.
So he says the Sfmote of the Sfower is, and then it will be some Spiel emote. It's the silliest thing ever.
That is the only Pokemon emote I have, and that is my Kaizo champion. That's
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Your Milotic is very cute.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah. You know, everybody was like, you had such an easy run, though. You had Rain Dance Thunder. I'm like, I was also using a water Pokemon with Rain Dance Thunder. Let's think about that for a second. Let's think about that, how that works both ways for a second. I don't think I had good special defense on it either.
Here, I'll share my my most beloved emotes. It's this Chansey. The Chansey's a reference to Let's Go.
Yeah.
Because the Chanseys in Let's Go award so much experience. And last year, our community put together a Let's Go tournament.
Yeah.
And I was calming one of the tournament races, and a Chansey appeared in Pokemon Mansion.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, bonjour." So that is the bonjour Chansey. And I've done it. I have a Graveler. And I have pinked out the board. This is actually unbelievable. Yeah, sure. Learn Hyper Beam. Amazing. I will hit the done button again and time. But this time I have nothing left to do. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I started with a Cinco Pinko and I just ended up blacking out the card.
Oh, I mean, again, that is the first ever pink out run that we've done because I like the pink there. Absolutely. So, T-Pat, so again, what is next for you in the world of Pokemon speedrunning?
If anybody wants to just to catch what I've been doing, you can always follow me on Twitch. Again, it's tpat_WX. The WX stands for weather.
Oh, is that really what it means? Wow.
Yeah, it's just shorthand for weather. That's how you know. And yeah, so now that I have my beloved Nintendo Switch 2 literally in my hands, I'm trying to just improve my speedrun times in all of the Switch games. I've been doing Let's Go recently. I'm still doing some Legends Arceus Catch-em-all. Scarlet and Violet's on the docket for me. I really want to give it a try in just everything. So yeah. Come hang out and just vibe with us. Again, would really appreciate to see new people, see old faces, just see our community just continue to grow. You're all just absolutely lovely. So thank you for having me. Like, this has been so much fun, and I never thought I would be able to accomplish this. This was very memorable.
Also, if one wanted to begin being in the Pokemon speedrunning community, is there a place you would recommend? It could be randomizer, it could be a speedrun. Is there a good place where someone could start?
Yeah, I would say, and I definitely know I guess you could call it the vanilla speedruns a little bit better. If you're interested in learning a Pokemon speedrun, pick the one you want to learn, and then look up the page on speedrun.com. There will be a link to the Discord, the community Discord, through that. I say it that way because, again, Pokemon speedrunning is such a big community that we have sectored off each of the games by the Game Boy Colors, the DS, the 3DS, and the Switch. So they each have their own servers, so that way we can manage them a bit more easily. So if you want to learn Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee, find us on the PSR Switch Discord. There you'll find all the resources, all the people who are also playing the game, and you can hit any one of us up. We have basically volunteer or helper roles in there, so we're more than willing to help everybody out, learn the game at your pace, and help you improve. And seeing people pick up speedrunning has been so fun. I've seen Shiny Hunters try speedrunning recently, and I think it's the coolest thing in the whole world to know that our community can reach out like that and not be maybe as niche as we think it is. So it is so cool. And I'm just so glad to be a part of that, really.
And again, I want to remind you all, as with anything here on Random Number Generation as well, you don't have to be a world record holder to be on the show. You don't have to be a world record holder to apply to Hotfix. You don't have to be a world record holder to play a randomizer and be involved in a community, or to even speedrun something with a timer. Just do it. You know, a lot of people are like, you know, I can't do this. I see what everyone else is doing. Yes, you can. A lot of people have watched our shows here on GDQ Hotfix, and that's been the first step to getting involved in the community.
Yeah.
So I want to encourage folks.
Just being interested and, reaching out to the people. If you think archipelagos are sweet, like, just reach out to somebody playing an archipelago, and I'm sure they'll put you in the right direction. I personally have not done archipelago yet.
What?
But, you know, I might need to do that someday. Maybe, Sky, if you want to drag me by the ear into an archipelago, I would not say no to that.
Yes, I would love to actually do that at some point. Or actually, I believe if we go to gamesdonequick.com/schedule, I believe we are having one at this current GDQ.
I have to double check the schedule myself. I'm so excited for this SGDQ.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see everybody there. If you're going to SGDQ, please say hi to me. Like, I promise I don't bite.
I can confirm.
Tap me on the shoulder, spin me around, give me a hug, and I want to see everybody there.
Yeah, so here it looks like, there will be an Archipelago Co-op Emerald Hunt, Sonic Adventure 2, one of my favorites. Very much looking forward to that.
Fun.
Yeah, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, that should be the first ever Archipelago run at a mainline GDQ. So that is going to be really exciting to see. And hopefully that'll get more folks involved in Archipelago too, and that is a good way again to start learning tricks. I mean, a fun fact here, I've been doing Quadrando lately, a little different than Archipelago, but again, in the same vein of Random Number Generation, go back and watch the episode with Andy and at a couple episodes back. You'll love it. I haven't played much of Link to the Past. I know, it's a crime. You can give me a hard time. You give me a hard time on YouTube as well, but it has been teaching me how to do basic things on Link to the Past. So again, pick up a game and play. If you're looking for a sign that you should start doing this as a hobby, or even as something to maybe do even part-time, do it. This is your sign. Go do the thing. And again, do join us for Summer Games Done Quick 2025. A lot of people have been wondering when that is. Again, that is going to be Sunday, July 6th through Sunday, July 13th. That is going to be benefiting NMSF, Doctors Without Borders. So please be sure to be there for that. But we have so many other cool shows again coming up on Hotfix. We do have, speaking of which, we have Sonic and the Sega All-Stars coming up. The annual Sonic Hotfix event is back with Sonic and the Sega All-Stars live on June 14th and 15th at 12 p.m. Eastern. So again, that is coming up very soon. This year we're expanding beyond Sonic speedruns to include other iconic Sega franchises. Type !Sonic in chat for the full schedule and let us know what you're excited to see. So again, a lot of folks are like, Hotfix or GDQ is just the AGDQ and SGDQ. No, we are full of so many other communities. We have Hotfix, we have Fatals, and then we also have the Black in a Flash community as well, which Juneteenth also coming up, which is Black in a Flash's summer speedrunning celebration. Juneteenth coming to the GDQ channel June 19th through the 22nd. Type !Juneteenth in chat for the full schedule and visit gdq.gg/BAF to learn how you can get involved with the Black in the Flash community. And be sure to follow their new Blue Sky page at blackinaflash.bsky.social to stay connected. So again, just so much going on, so many different ways to get involved. And I really hope that you all do continue to stay involved with the community. All right, with that being said, I am Skybills for GDQ Hotfix. As again, we have another show coming up. Stay tuned for Game Masters.